Minus 10, 9, 8.
The clock is operating. We're underway.
Tranquility Base here. Endeavor, go at throttle.
Well, good morning, everybody. We want to welcome everybody back to the USCSA 2020 National Champions coming to you from Lake Placid, New York. Sponsored by Atomic Nordic, Patagonia, Swix, Saga Outerwear, and Snowfolio.
We're back here at the USCSA 7.5K Classic. First one out of the gate, we're in bib number 1. Andrew Siegel, skiing for UVM. Coached by Chelsea Patch over there. He's a film major out of Bethel, Maine.
In the gate now, number 2, Henry Campbell from Michigan Technology University. He's a civil engineering major out of Superior, Wisconsin, and Henry is on course.
All right, next up, we're in bib number 3, Jack Fogarty, skiing for Paul Smith College. He's a fisheries wildlife management. And this is going to be Jack's second national championship.
Bib number 3, Jack Fogarty, out on course. Next up, bib 4, Kieran Mullen from St. Olaf College. He's an exercise science and political science major, and he's from Hazelhurst, and his home mountain is Telemark out there in Wisconsin. And it's his first national championship. His favorite place on earth happens to be Earth.
Well, it's a good place to like. Next up, we're in bib number 5, Jordan Freed, skiing for the University of Maine at Farmington. Coached by Buzz over there. He's an environmental science major coming out of Boston, home mountain, Fenway Park. Don't know how great the skiing is there, Bob.
They did crashed ice there one time, Jared. I saw it.
Well, this is going to be Jordan's 4th national championship. And he would like to meet Bill Murray. But he's in character as Garfield from Garfield 2, A Tale of Two Kitties. We'd like to invite him to dinner.
Next up in the start gate, bib 6, Zane Kam. Zane's out of the United States Air Force Academy, and he's a biology major. His hometown is Colorado Springs, and his Snow Mountain Ranch is his home mountain. This is his second national championships. Favorite place on earth, in the driver's seat of his car. Hopefully he's fast out there today. Zane Kam on the course.
All right, next up, another USCSA veteran. We're in bib number 7, Tyler Harrelson, skiing for Western Colorado University. Coached by Duncan Callahan out there. He's a recreation and outdoor education major coming out of Lakeville. This is going to be Tyler's 3rd national championship. His favorite place, Gunnison, Colorado.
Can't beat Gunnison, Colorado unless you're in Crescent Butte. Next up, bib 8, Connor Nilsson out of the University of Maine, Presque Isle. He's an exercise science major, and he's from Waukesha, Wisconsin, and his home mountain is the Nordic Heritage Center. This is his first national championship. Favorite place on earth, Norway. Favorite person, Teddy Roosevelt. I agree. Teddy Roosevelt was a man.
Pretty cool dude. Next up, we're in bib number 9. Ivan Roed, skiing for Colorado Mesa University. Coached by Gwen Barrows there. He's a physics major coming out of Asker, Norway. This is going to be Ivan's, I believe, third national championship?
He's been here a couple times, Jared.
At least. Favorite place on earth, Tyrrell in the Alps and Crested Butte, Colorado. And there goes Ivan on course.
Bib 10 next in the gate. Nathaniel Alden from Dartmouth College. I don't think that Bib 10 is here today, so Nathaniel did not start as of today. So a little time here. The men are skiing the same course as the women, 7.5K. It's a 7.5K skate race today. The men will be skiing 3 loops around. We'll get you splits as they come around. Right now, moving into the start gate, Peter Jordan from Cornell University. Peter's an environmental and sustainability science major. His hometown is Portland, Maine. His home mountain is Pineland Farms. And this is his 3rd national championship. Peter Jordan heading out on course. There he's off.
All right, next up, we're in bib number 12, Matthew Williams, skiing for the University of Wyoming. Coached by Christy Boggs out there, his physical education major. Coming out of Jackson Hole. That's where we were last year. This is going to be Matthew's 2nd national championships. Favorite place on earth, Jenny Lake, Jackson Hole, Wyoming.
Gotta love that hat. Check that hat
Beautiful.
out.
We're not going to lose him. Pretty sure there's an ugly mullet contest going on this year, Bob.
I'm not winning that one, Jared.
Gotta have hair, Bob.
That's true. Next up, bib 13, David Harvey out of Calston University. Marty Mars is coach. He's a biology and molecular biology and biomedicine major, and he's out of Lima, New York. Out there, Honey Eye Falls, Lima. Ski powerhouse in New York State. His home mountain's Riker Nordic Training Center, and this is his 4th national championship. Favorite place, wherever John Henry and Andrew Siegel are.
That's pretty adorable. Next up, we're in bib number 14, Theo Liu, skiing for Montana State University. He's a mechanical engineering major, coming out of Winter Park, Colorado. Home mountain is Snow Mountain Ranch. This is going to be Theo's 1st national championship. Favorite place on earth, Winter Park, Colorado. Theo, out on course.
Bib 15, Simon Zer up out of Clarkson University. He's a financial information analysis major, and his hometown is Edinburgh. Home mountain, Wilderness Lodge. It's his 2nd national championship. Favorite place on earth, Beaver Camp. What's next for him? He's going to be studying abroad in Sweden next year in the fall.
All right, we're in bib number 16, Lars Hallstrom, skiing for the University of Michigan. Mechanical engineering major out of Ann Arbor. Home mountain is Huron Meadows, and this is going to be Lars's 4th national championship. We've seen him last 4 years running here. Lars Hallstrom out on course.
Next up, bib 17, Evan Wetzel from the University of Wisconsin-Madison. He's a history major out of Waukesha, Wisconsin. Home mountain is North End. It's his 1st national championship, and his favorite place on earth, Hayward, Wisconsin. Famous person he wants to invite to dinner, Scott Jurek. Little trivia, Jared. Who's that?
Cool. Next up, we're in bib number 18, Isaiah Reed, skiing for the University of Maine at Farmington. Coach's name, Buzz Bean. Isaiah is a biology major coming out of Kingfield, Maine. Skiing at Tickham Mountain up there, and this is going to be Isaiah's 4th national championship.
So we got some racers coming through on their split. That was bib number 2 coming through.
It's going to be Henry Campbell skiing for MITU. We call him MITU for short now, Bob.
No bib 19 today, bib 20. Next up, bib 20 will be Mitchell Campbell. Mitchell Campbell is out of University of Wisconsin in Madison. He's a psychology major from Duluth, Minnesota. His home mountain's in North End. This is his first national championship.
Well, no mullet, but it's a beautiful mustache. Mitchell Campbell getting ready to head out. He's a psychology major out of Duluth, Minnesota. Home mountain is North End. This is going to be Mitchell's first national championship. And there goes Mitchell Campbell.
Next to the gate, bib 21, Michael Giraldi. Michael's mechanical engineering major from Clarkson University. His major is mechanical engineering, his hometown Bedford, New Hampshire, and his home mountain Powder Hill. Famous person he'd like to have dinner with? Look at that, Bob Underwood and Jared Newell. Yeah, Mitchell.
Well, Bob, I think it was Michael, but I'm not sure he's inviting you to
Michael.
anymore. Next up, we're in bib number 22, William Steiner, skiing from Montana State University. He's an environmental biology major out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. Home mountain is the Theodore Wirth Regional Park, and this is going to be William's first time at the national championship. And he is off.
There goes bib 7 out through the split. Bib 7 heading out, and bib 6 heading up onto their second laps.
Bib 6 is going to be Zane Kam, skiing for the U.S. Air Force Academy.
Next out of the gate, bib 23, Andrew Holmes. Andrew's from Cornell University. He's a physics major. His hometown is Minnetonka, Wisconsin. And his home mountain, Squirrel Hill. It's his first national championship. And Anthony's out on course.
Next up, somebody we've seen at these national championships before. We're in bib number 24, Tyler Ratke, skiing for St. Olaf College. He's coached by Kevin Brockman out there. He's an economics and statistics major coming out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. He's going to be Tyler's fourth national championship. Go with fourth. Tyler Ratke on course.
Next up, bib 25, Elliot Shaw. Elliot Shaw skiing out of Western Colorado University. Skis for Duncan Callahan. He's a math major. And his hometown is Winter Park, Colorado. Home mountain, Snow Mountain Ranch. This is his third national championship. His favorite place on earth, Point Nemo. His favorite food, corn, because it's so versatile.
Next up in the starting gate, we're in bib number 26. Silas Goetz, skiing for the University of Wyoming. Athlete of Christy Boggs out there. Silas is a geology major coming out of Lander, Wyoming. He's going to be Silas's second national championship. Bob's over here getting stuff dropped on him. Favorite food? Almanza's 24/7 breakfast burrito. Hopefully he didn't have one of those this morning. Next up, we have bib number 27, Andrew Doherty, skiing for Castleton University. He's coached by Marty Mayer. He's an ecological studies major coming out of Center Conway. Home mountain, Great Glen Trails. This is going to be Andrew's second national championship. And there he goes. Next up, Sam Holt, skiing for UVM. Sam's going to be wearing bib number 28. He's a food systems major coming out of Orono, Maine. Home mountain, Caribou Bog. This is going to be Sam's second national championship. Favorite place on earth? Craftsbury. Famous person he would like to invite to dinner? Keira Knightley. Good pick, buddy. Sam Holt on course.
Next up, bib 29, Cale Lindbergh out of Colorado Mesa University. Cale's a music business major out of Minnetonka, Minnesota. raced at Theodore Worth. It's his 4th national championship. Best place on earth is pretty much anywhere except Kansas. Oh,
Sorry,
Kansas. Sorry, Kansas. Favorite food, milk steak boiled hard over
the Charlie
hard.
special.
All right.
Don't forget the side of jelly beans, Bob. Next up, we're in bib number 30, Jacob Dean, skiing for the University of Michigan. Jacob is a materials science major out of Traverse City. Home mountain is the Vasa Trail, and this is going to be Jacob's first time at the USCSA National Championship. Jacob Dean on course.
I don't know if everybody's watching here, but Andrew Siegel out of UVM is posting some pretty fast splits there. Andrew's through his 2nd lap in a time of 14:20, so he's moving fast. That's bib number 1. Next out of the start gate, bib 31, Zach Thomas from the United States Air Force Academy. He's a civil engineering major from New Albany, Ohio. Home mountain is Mad River. The 2nd national championships. Famous person he'd want to invite to dinner is Jesse Diggins. There's a lot of that going around.
Coming up, we're in bib number 32, John Henry Paluzik, skiing for Castleton University, a Marty Mayer athlete. John is a ecological studies major coming out of Farmington, New Hampshire. Home mountain, Gunstock, and this is going to be John's 2nd national championship. What famous person would he like to invite? Andrew Siegel from the UVM club team. Andrew, would you do me the honor of going to dinner with me? Heart. All right, there's bib number 32 on course. At least some of the guys' bios are a little bit funny. The girls didn't really fill theirs out, Bob. Next up, bib number 33, Owen Gage, skiing for the University of Wisconsin-Madison. Computer engineering major out of Adena. Home mountain is North End, and this is going to be Owen's 1st national championship.
Next up, bib 34, Oliver Heinbach out of Western Colorado University. He's an undeclared major. He's from Answil, Switzerland. Home mountain is Davos. This is his 1st national championship. His favorite place is the Davos backcountry in the summer, especially in the winter. And his favorite person he wants to invite to dinner, Petter Nortug. Favorite food, liver and onions. Woof.
Not bad. Not as good as milk steak boiled over hard, Bob. Next up, we're in bib number 35. Alex Fournier, skiing for the U.S. Air Force Academy. He's out of Woodbury, Minnesota. Favorite place on earth? Jacks Valley. I'm not sure if he's been in the national championships before. He didn't really fill out too much of this bio. Alex 1st or 2nd? Yeah, Alex is already on course. Next up, we're in bib number 36, Samuel Fay. Samuel Fay is coming out of Laramie, Wyoming. Home mountain is Happy Jack. This is going to be Sam's 1st national championship.
All right, next up, bib 37, John Fannin out of the University of Vermont. Economics and English major from Calais, Vermont. Home mountain is Nippletop. This is his 1st national championship. Bib 37, his favorite place on earth is the Cornish coast in the early morning before the fog is burned off.
All right, coming up next, we're in bib number 38. Peter Carlin, skiing for St. Olaf College. Coached by Kevin Brockman out there. He's an economics major coming out of St. Paul, Minnesota. This is going to be Peter's 1st national championship. His favorite place on earth? His own thoughts. That's deep. Famous person he would like to have dinner with? Henry Kissinger. But if he's busy, he'd happily take Condoleezza Rice. Or any war criminal will do. It's strange. I have no reaction to that.
39, Connor Roberts out of Clarkson University. He's a mechanical engineering major from Honey Eye Falls, New York. His home mountain is Bristol Mountain. It's his first national championship. Favorite place on earth? Anywhere outdoors, away from lots of people. Famous person you'd like to invite to dinner? Steve Irwin. Blimey, that's going to be a tough one.
Next up, we're in bib number 40. Thomas Wings, keen for University of Maine at Farmington. He's an environmental science major coming out of New Sharon, Maine. Home mountain is Ithaca Mountain. This is going to be Thomas's 4th national championship. Favorite place on earth? Maine. Best state ever.
Close second to New York, I think.
Our production guy does not agree.
Bib 41, Nathan Kessler, University of Wyoming. Nathan Kessler is a wildlife biology major. His home mountain is Bighorn Mountains out of Buffalo, Wyoming. Is his first national championship. And 41 is On Course.
All right, coming up next game for Cornell University, Josh Sayers wearing bib number 42. He's coached by Peter Jordan. Josh is a Earth and Atmospheric Sciences major coming out of Eugene, Oregon. Eugene's a pretty fun town over there, especially if you like some track. Track and beer. It's a good town for both. This is going to be Josh's 3rd national championship. Famous person he would like to invite to dinner? George Costanza. I can get behind that. I'm guessing he wouldn't pay, though. What's next for him? Next, he's solving the D.B. Cooper murder. Disappearance. Wasn't a murder.
Bib 43, Josh Jones from Western Colorado University. Says it's pronounced Josh Jones. He's an environmental and sustainability major out of Aurora, Minnesota. Giants Ridge is his home mountain, and this is his first national championship. For a famous person he wants to meet up with, Barney the Dinosaur. Thinking purple.
All right, Josh Jones on course. Next up, we're in bib number 44, Patrick Houston. He's named for the U.S. Air Force Academy. Coming out of Little Chute, Wisconsin. Home mountain is Eagles Peak, and Patrick Houston, this is going to be his 2nd national championship. What famous person would he like to invite to dinner? Shakira.
Shakira. Next up, bib 45. Jess Pedersen. He's a geologic engineering major out of the University of Wisconsin-Madison. He's from Luck, Wisconsin. Hopefully he's got luck with him today. His home mountain is North End, and it's his first national championship. Favorite place on earth? Boundary Waters Canoe Area. I've been there. It's beautiful. And he wants to invite Rihanna. Shakira or Rihanna. We'll fight that one out on the course. There's our first finisher across the line.
Andrew Siegel skiing for UVM.
Andrew Siegel setting a blistering pace out there. A time of 22:07 for the 7.5K. That's a great run on this course. Andrew had a top lead going in there, almost a minute over a second-place competitor so far. We'll see how that holds up as the other competitors come through the finish line. But Andrew Siegel, our first finisher across the finish line. University of Vermont.
All right, next up, just left the gate, bib number 46, Spencer Weriankis, skiing out of St. Olaf College. He's an exercise science and German major. Coming out of St. Paul, home mountain is Buck Hill. This is going to be Spencer's 4th national championship.
And he's on course. Here's bib 47. Benjamin Romanjenko is on course. He's a molecular biology major out of Story, Wyoming. Home mountain is the Bighorns.
Next up, bib number 48, James Grant, coming out of the University of Vermont. He says he's coached by Andrew Siegel. He's a biological sciences major out of Carlisle, Massachusetts. Home mountain is the Weston Ski Area, and this is going to be James's 1st national championship. And I believe he will be going to dinner with Bob Ross.
Bib 49, Cameron Bancroft from Clarkson University. He's a civil engineering major, and he's from Paris, Maine. Home mountain is Sunday River, Maine. This is his second national championship. He wants to go to dinner with Michaela Schifrin. What's his favorite food? It's not delivery, it's DiGiorno. And he's out on course.
Next up, we're in bib number 51.
No, bib 50.
Bib 50. We're missing somebody here.
Well, bib 50 we got.
Jeez, Bob, throwing extra bios up there. Devin Perry wearing bib number 50, skiing for Castleton University.
Another
Coached
finisher.
by Marty Mayer. He's coming out of Honey Oak Falls, New York.
Another finisher coming to the finish line. Another finisher coming to the finish line.
All right, we got bib number 4. That's going to be Kieran Mullen, skiing for St. Olaf, coming into the finish line.
Kieran finished up with a time of 23:06, moving himself into second place, about 59 seconds behind Andrew Siegel.
All right, next up in the start gate, Kurt Hubner, skiing for Cornell University. He's an information science major, coming out of Grosse Pointe, Michigan. Home mountain, Nubs Knob, Harbor Springs, Michigan. He's going to be Kurt's third national championship.
He's on course. Bib 52 up next, Alexander Williams out of Castleton University, skiing for Marty Meyer. He's a biology, molecular biology, and biomedicine major out of Camden, New York, out in Osceola, where they get some serious snow out there. Favorite place on earth is any place with Devon. His famous person is Devon. Famous food is Devon. I think he likes Devon. We got another finisher coming in line here. That's bib number
3. That's going to be Jack Fogarty, skiing for Paul Smith College.
And Jack Fogarty across the line with a time of 24:30.9.
All right, next up in the gate, bib number 53, Brian Olson, skiing for St. Olaf College, coached by Kevin Brockman. He's a chemistry major coming out of Lakeland, Minnesota. It's going to be Brian's first national championship. Coming down the finishing straight, we've got bib number 2, Henry Campbell, skiing for MITU.
Henry Campbell across the line with a time of 25:27.5. Next up, bib 54, Ian Sarazen from the United States Air Force Academy. He's an economics major from Colchester, Vermont, and his home mountain is the Ethan Allen Biathlon Range. It's his second national championship. If he had to go to dinner with anybody, he'd invite Gordon Ramsay.
Not sure that's a good choice if you want to enjoy your dinner, Bob.
You never know, Jared. Different strokes for different folks.
Next up, we're in bib number 55, Nick Gordon, skiing for the University of Wisconsin-Madison. He's an actuarial science major coming out of Chehanston, Minnesota, skiing at North End. He's going to be Nick's first national championship. Nick's got 10 seconds till he's on course. Favorite place? Boulder, Colorado. All right, coming down to the finish line here, we've got bib number 7, Tyler Haroldston, skiing for Western State. Coming in strong to the finish.
Tyler across the line with a time of 24:10. Next up, bib 56, Scott Bolt out of Cornell University, a mechanical engineering major. His hometown's Potsdam, New York, and his home mountain's Higley Flow.
Yep, we just saw across the finish line, we're in bib number 9, Ivan Rode, skiing for Colorado Mesa.
Next up, bib 57, Adam Meyer out of Tufts University. He's an economics and environmental studies major out of Falmouth, Maine. Home mountain is Pineland, Maine. It's his second national championship. And his favorite food, canned corn. Canned corn.
Because of his versatility,
yes,
as we heard earlier. Next up, bib number 58, Michael Salo, skiing for Clarkson University. He's a mechanical engineering major coming out of Springfield, New Hampshire. Home mountain is the Blackwater ski area. And this is going to be his first national championship.
Checking out the upper part of the course up there, seeing some racers come around. There's bib 47 heading around in the upper part of the course.
That was going to be Benjamin Romanenko, Yeah, with bib number 8 coming into the finish line right now. It's Connor Nielsen. Connor Nielsen finishing up strong.
Connor across the finish line. With a time of?
All right, heading out right now. We're in bib number 59. Junbao Wang skiing for the University of Wyoming. Coached by Christy Boggs out there. He's a physical education major coming out of Laramie. Coming into the finish line right now, though, we've got Zane Cam skiing for the U.S. Air Force Academy. Zane finishes up his 3 laps in a time of 26:45. Next up in the start gate here, bib number 60, heading out on course. Cooper Roquette skiing for Western Colorado University. His coach is Duncan Callahan. He's a graphic design major coming out of Sun Valley. Home mountain, Baldy Mountain. This is going to be Cooper's first national championship. Coming into the finish line right now, though, we've got bib number 12, Matthew Williams, skiing for the University of Wyoming. Can't miss that pink hat. Not the pink cap, the pink hat, Alex. Coming up next, we're in bib number 61, Benjamin Buck, skiing for Clarkson University. He's civil engineering major coming out of Peru, Maine. Home mountain, Black Mountain, Maine. This is going to be Benjamin's first national championship. Next up in the gate, Jacob DeAngelis, skiing for Clarkson University. The chemical engineering major coming out of Bedford, New Hampshire. Jacob DeAngelis, bib number 62, on course. Wearing bib number 63 and no sleeves, Nate Barrett, skiing for Cornell University. He's a biology major coming out of Canandaigua, New York. That's why there's no sleeves. It's always cold there. Home mountain, Bristol Mountain. This is going to be Nate's 3rd national championship. Favorite place on earth, the trails around Fall Creek Gorge in Ithaca. Nate Barrett on course. All right, just finishing up there, number 11, Peter Jordan, skiing for Cornell. All right, we got some guys going up the hill here. That hill's getting a little soft. It's looking like it might be getting a little tiresome to get up on lap 3 maybe. Next up in the gate, got bib number 65. Antonio Menino, skiing for Castleton University. He's an athletic training major coming out of Mayfield, New York. Home mountain is Lapland, good old section 2. Antonio Menino heading up the first hill here. Next up, we're in bib number 66. And I'm going to apologize ahead of time on this one. Jeremy Kupferschmidt, skiing for Western Colorado University. You can come correct me later. He's a ESS major coming out of Soldotna, Alaska. It's going to be Jeremy's first national championship. All right, bib number 17 and 14, that's Theo Liu and Evan Wetzel. Tight finish. All right, getting ready to head out in about 10 seconds. We've got Jilu Meng wearing bib number 67, University of Wyoming. He's a leisure sports major. And this is going to be his first national championship. Coming across the line right there, Simon Zaire, skiing for Clarkson. And the way he finishes makes me think that it's not such an easy course. All right, next up, we're in bib number 68. Bib number 68, Liu Shazhoi Liu, sorry. The physical education and training major coming out of China. It's going to be his first national championship. All right, we're in bib number 21 coming into the finish line right now. Michael Giraldi skiing for Clarkson. Michael Giraldi finishing it up. Not Mitchell, Bob. At least I'm still going to dinner.
Bib 69 out of the University of Wyoming, physical education major. Hometown Laramie, Wyoming, home mountain Happy Jack. His first national championships. And saving your best for last here, bib 70 out of the University of Wyoming, Don Yang Han from University of Wyoming, physical education major, skiing out of China. Home mountain is Rocky Mountain, and it is his first national championship. Bib 70, getting ready here and heading out on course. Bib 70 out on course, and that's our last starter of the day, bib 70.
All right, well, the time to beat right now is 22:07, just about a full minute ahead of second place, Andrew Siegel. All right, coming into the finish line right there, though, that's going to be Mitchell Campbell. He's followed closely behind by bib number 24. It's going to be Tyler Radke skiing for St. Olaf. Got him finishing up pretty quick here. Your top three currently at the moment in third place, Michael Giraldi skiing for Clarkson with a time of 23:48. Second place, Tyler Radke just finished.
Moved his way up into third place.
Yep, with a time of 23:21.
Another couple finishers coming in. We got bib 27 coming into the finish line.
That's Andrew Doherty skiing for UVM.
Andrew coming across the finish line strong at a time of 22:29.4. Oh, that's good. Andrew Doherty's going to move up into second position. Skiing for Castleton.
All right, coming into the finish line right now. No one. I'm looking at the wrong screen. All right, Bob, what do you got?
Upper part of the course. Racers streaming around that upper part of the course. It's a great course here. Lots of action going on. And got some racers coming around the turns. Lots of sharp turns. Got to be on their skis. Heading back up. That looks like bib 30 heading up the hill. Oh, we got a finisher coming in, Jared. That's bib 23. Anthony Holmes coming in the finish line. Anthony skiing for Cornell finishes up in a time of 25:14.8.
All right, Bob, how do you think this snow is developing out here with all the rain and the nice sunny sun that we got going on? I know the two are not mutually exclusive. It's got some interesting conditions forming up here. Just like an interesting finish coming down the line, 26 and 25. Silas Goetz and Elliott Shaw. Shooting the boot and cratering over the line. That's how we like it. Well, our top three has changed up a little bit. Sitting in third place right now, Kieran Mullen with a time of 23:06. Second place, Andrew Doherty with a time of 22:29. And first place, Andrew Siegel with a time of 22:07. Andrew also was the regional champion, performing well today on the 2.5K loops.
25. Totally spent there after that finish, but a great finish there by bib 25. Elliott Shaw looking on the upper part of the course. Some racers working their way up the hills, around those corners. Kind of an omega pattern up there on the upper part of the course. Some great coverage today by our camera crew. Working hard out there to give us some good coverage. Both aspects of the course, top and bottom.
All right, heading up the hill right now, those are bib number 66. Jeremy Kupferschmidt skiing for Western State. And somebody coming down to the finish line, bib number 32, John Henry Palusik. The Castleton skier.
John's across the finish line at 23:23 23 minutes, 00 seconds, 0.2. Moves his way up into third place.
All right, bib number 22 coming in now. That's going to be William Steiner, skiing for MSU.
William Steiner, time of 26:16, followed up closely by
bib number 30. That's going to be Jacob Dean, skiing for the University of Michigan.
Jacob's going to be followed by 28. That's
Sam Holt.
Sam Holt with a time of 25:31.1.
Bib number 67 heading up the hill. It's going to be Jilu Meng, skiing for the University of Wyoming. Tempo still looks pretty strong.
Race crew out there, our race crew at the finish line, helping those racers get their skis off. People looking pretty exhausted today. Some tough sledding out there on those ski courses.
Sledding, eh?
That's what we call it, Jared. Racer moving up the hill, up in the back hills. We got another racer coming to the finish line.
Bib number 29.
Cale Lindbergh coming up to the finish line, finishing up strong. Cale finishes up with a time of 25:49.7. Skiing for Colorado Mesa University.
All right, couple guys coming down low here through the split, 63 and 64. That's Nate Barrett and Benjamin Alcorn. Skiing for Cornell and St. Olaf, respectively. Heading up that back hill out there. Bib number 35, Alex Fournier. Finishers coming down to the line. Owen Gage, skiing for UWMAD. Owen Gage.
And
following Owen, bib number 34, Oliver Heinbach.
Oliver,
Western State.
Oliver across the line in 24:09, currently sitting in 7th place.
He doesn't look as tired as everybody else, Bob.
Your top three currently, unofficially, in 3rd place, John Henry Palzik. 2nd place, Andrew Doherty. And 1st place, Andrew Siegel. That's your unofficial top 3 so far. Castleton University slotting 2 in the top 3 there. A lot of pressure out there, Jared. These athletes are under a lot of pressure. As the song
I have nothing
says.
to say to you on that. Too easy.
Looking up at the upper part of the course, coming around that turn up the top. Down this tuck for the downhill. That's bib 39. That's Connor Roberts skiing for Clarkson. V2ing up that hill.
All right, coming into the finish line. Bib number 31, Zach Thomas. Skiing for the U.S. Air Force Academy. Zach Thomas crossing the line.
Zach Thomas crossed the line in a time of 26:56.7. Skiing for the Air Force Academy. Up on the upper part of the course, that's bib 41. That's Nathan Kessler skiing for the University of Wyoming, looking strong up that hill.
All right, bib number 67 coming down. Through the split.
We got bib 38 coming in the finish. 38 pulling strong. That's Peter Carlin coming across the finish line. Peter Carlin across the finish line with a time of 24:20. Currently sitting in 11th place.
All right, so we're just got sent some interesting results from one of our future announcers. The current results as they sit right now are pretty much exactly the same as they were a couple weeks ago at Gore Mountain in North Creek for the regional championship. That race was won by Andrew Siegel. 2nd place was John Palusik. 3rd place was Andrew Doherty. And that's looking pretty much how it is right now, except Palusik and Doherty are switched.
Bib 37 heading up over the hill, up on the upper part of the course. Followed along by bib. Oh, I can't see. My eyes are getting old. Bib 42 heading up there. That's bib 42, Josh Sayer on the upper part of the course.
Amazing they still let you drive, Bob. Bib 60 was Cooper Roquette, skiing for Western State. All right, coming into the finish line, bib number 36. Bib number 36 is going to be Samuel Fay, skiing for the University of Michigan.
Pushing hard across the finish line, Samuel Fay finished up with a time of 26:43, currently in 29th place.
No boot chute, though, Bob. Imagine how much faster it would have been.
Could have been the difference between 29th and 30th.
All right, bib number 39, finishing up in what you can now see, the rain on the TV. Bib number 39, Connor Roberts, skiing for Clarkson.
Connor Roberts across the finish line at a time of 25:34.0, currently in 25th position.
All right, bib number 41, coming down the finishing straight, Nathan Kessler, skiing for the University of Wyoming.
Nathan Kessler across the finish line with a time of 25 minutes, 0 seconds. Currently putting him in 19th position. Some great racing going on out there today. Racers racing hard on the upper part of the course. A couple more skiers heading up over the last hills. Still a bunch of racing to be done here today. Don't forget, tomorrow we're on again at 10 o'clock. We'll start out with the men's and women's qualifiers. They start at 10 o'clock. And then the top 30 men and the top 30 women will be back for heats and semis and finals to determine our sprint national championship. The rain's going to be gone tomorrow, and we're going to have some fast course conditions tomorrow.
Right now it's looking a little bit like mashed potatoes, but tomorrow it should be nice and cleaned up, good and fast for the 1.5K loop.
The crew here at Mount Van Hovenberg and the Jump Complex do a great job of grooming. They'll get this groomed out and it will be perfect tomorrow. Tomorrow's a classic style race, a little switch from today for the freestyle skate.
All right, we've got Alex Fournier skiing for the U.S. Air Force Academy coming down to the line, followed by Thomas Wing skiing for UMF. Now the action's coming in. Bib number 37, John Fannin, skiing for UVM. Followed up by bib number 43, Josh Jones, skiing for Western State.
Josh Jones.
Josh.
Josh finished himself up with a time of 25:31.1. Currently in 24th position.
All right, bib number 61 coming around the split time down here. I'm betting coming out on his last lap, Benjamin Buck.
A couple more finishers coming in. We got bib 42 and 46 coming up the line. It's going to be a close one.
That's Josh Sayer of Cornell and Spencer Ware-Yonkis of St. Olaf. Look like Spencer Ware-Yonkis making some time up on that last couple laps. All right, heading up the back hills there, bib number 48. It's going to be James Grant, skiing for UVM.
Come on, Jared.
Really working those back hills. Bib number 45 coming down the finishing straight. It's going to be Jess Peterson for UWMAD.
Jess Peterson across the line at a time of 25:57, currently in 30th position.
Bib number 68, really working those back hills. Shajoy Louis, skiing for the University of Wyoming.
He's heading up to the high point. Right at the top of that hill is the high point on the course. Then they kind of stream back down off the course we'll see them a couple more times. There we got bib number 52. 52 is Alexander Williams skiing for Castleton. Alexander Williams up over that hill, heading back down towards the finish line.
Okay, those are unofficial results. We can take care of that.
Bib 50 across the finish line. 50, Devin Perry across the finish line in 24:35.
And bib number 49, Cameron Bancroft skiing for Clarkson. All right, up in those back hills, we have bib number 51, Kurt Hubner skiing for Cornell. Followed by bib number 44, Patrick Justin, skiing for the U.S. Air Force Academy. All right, bib number 54 and 60 in the back section. That's going to be Ian Sarazin and Cooper Roquette. All right, finishing up right now, Benjamin Romanjenko skiing for Wyoming. And bib number 48, James Grant for UVM. Good close finishes.
What a waste of time. The thought crossed my mind. Can't explain this thing or what I mean. I'm trying.
All right, in the future, Bob, I believe we're looking at forehead bibs so we can tell who people are when they're tucking down the hills. Bib number 57, Adam Meyer, skiing for Tufts. Followed by bib number 68, Chevrolet Louis, Wyoming.
Coming up the finish line, we got bib 52 coming in.
That's going to be Alexander Williams skiing for Castleton. Alex Williams shooting the boot, getting over.
Shooting across the line. Alexander Williams coming across the finish line at a time of 26:15.63. Couple more Wyoming racers, bib 69, bib 70 up there in the upper part of the course. Peng Fei Lin and Do-Young Han heading up over the hills up there. There's bib 56 heading up to the high point of the course. Bib 56 is going to be Scott Bolt skiing for Cornell. Oh, a couple more finishers coming in towards the finish line here.
Took you for a little ride there.
Another close
bib number
one.
55 and 51. 55 is going to be Nick Gordon. And 51 is going to be Kurt Hubner. Kurt skiing for Cornell there. And Nick Gordon skiing for UW-Madison. Another finisher coming down, bib number 44, Patrick Justin skiing for Western Colorado.
Patrick across the line at a time of 31:40.53.
Green bandana because St. Patrick's Day is coming up.
That's right. So a little recap here, our top five. Currently, we got Tyler Radke sitting in 5th place. And again, these are unofficial. Fourth place, Kieran Mullen from St. Olaf. Third place, John Henry Paulzek from Castleton. Second, Andrew Doherty from Castleton. And your current leader is Andrew Siegel from UVM, our first racer off the line, and our fastest time of the day so far. A little time to talk about our sponsors here. So first up, we got Atomic Nordic. Atomic Nordic helps to make everyone a bit better skier regardless of their current abilities. With ability-specific technologies throughout their collection, Atomic products will give each skier the potential to maximize their experience.
All right, 2 skiers coming into the finish line here, 57 and 58. We've got Adam Meyer skiing for Tufts. Mike Silo skiing for Clarkson.
Mike across the finish line with 25:59.5. Another one of our primary sponsors, Patagonia. Primary partner of the 2020 U.S. Collegiate Ski and Snowboard National Championship. Team outfitter of the USCSA and corporate advocate fighting against climate change. Patagonia.
All right, we got another skier coming down the line.
Skiing with 1 pole the whole course today. Went out with 1 pole, came back with 1 pole.
All right, bib number 53, Brian Olson.
Finished up
St. Olaf skier.
Finished up with a time of 28:58.6.
Well, the 1 pole is a bold move, Bob.
Bold move. Swick Sport, another one of our sponsors. Swick Sport, your winning margins since 1946.
All right, coming into the finish line right now, bib number 70, Dongyang Han. Wyoming skier. Still got people coming through on lap number 2, but bib number 61, Benjamin Buck, Clarkson skier, coming across. Followed up by bib number 60, Cooper Roquette, skiing for Western. All right, one of our other sponsors here, Saga Outerwear, aiming to support the ski and snowboard youth since 2005. Our North Star is simple: to be the most connected brand and stand for our athletes and customers alike. Stay hungry. Bib number 54 coming down to the line, Ian Sarazin, skiing for U.S. Air Force Academy. All right, Ian Sarazin finishing in a time of 30:25, puts him in 55th. Next up on our list of sponsors, we've got Snowfolio. Film, analyze, and track your skiing progression with Snowfolio. Enhance training sessions by providing athletes with the power to review, reflect, and build on progression on and off the hill. Visit snowfolio.com to begin beta testing Snowpeak. Bib number 62 coming into the line, Jacob DeAngelis, skiing for Clarkson. Jacob finishes up in a time of 26:59, putting him in 47th at the moment.
Bib 64 across the line. That's Benjamin Alcorn crossing the finish line from St. Olaf. Time of 26:24.0. Currently in 41st position. Ooga chaka. A little bit of Adirondack sunshine falling out there for the racers today, keeping them cool.
All right, we got Scott Bolt skiing for Cornell coming into the finish line. He's followed up by, looks like a Vermont skier.
Scott
Bolt crossing.
No, that's Antonio
Bib
Menino.
number 65, Antonio Menino.
Antonio Menino finishing up with a time of 26:40. Scott Bolt had a time of 31:05. Still a couple racers on the upper part of the course pushing hard, finishing up this 7.5K Freestyle National Championships.
That's bib number 66 working their way through. Jeremy Pfefferschmidt skiing for Western.
A couple of the University of Wyoming racers working together here. Bib 68, bib 70, working together up on the course. Working their way up the high point of the course, that last uphill. So tomorrow we switch things around. We'll switch from the freestyle skate style of skiing to classic racing. Classic racing, skiers in the track. That will be our 1.5K National Sprint Championships, and that will be held tomorrow right here in the same venue. We're back up at 9 o'clock.
Bib number 63, Nate Barrett. Nate coming into the finish line here, skiing for Cornell.
And Nate Barrett across the finish line with a time of 29:16.9. Uga Chaka. Another racer coming to the finish line. That's bib 59.
It's going to be Junbo Wang, skiing out of Wyoming.
University of Wyoming skier pushing hard to the finish line. And he's across the finish line at a time of 31:41.2. So just a little recap thus far. broadcast.
Going on today as well, we've got some Alpine action. It's going to be over at Whiteface, but it's also going to be available on live stream for the from the USCSA website. All right, 2 skiers coming into the finish line. Bib 68 and 70. That's going to be Shajui Louis. Both Wyoming skiers. Bib number 70, Dong Yang Han. Got the Alpine event going on right now. Check that out over the next few days. We're gonna have some snowboard action, some good park action. Coming into the line right now, we've got Pengfi Lin, Wyoming skier. Finishing up with 3 teammates. I believe that is gonna about do it for our skiers today.
That's going to wrap it up here from your 2020 USCSA Nationals Men's 7.5K Championships. We want to invite everybody back tomorrow. We'll be starting on the air just before 10 o'clock. But we had a great day of racing today for Bob Underwood and Jared Newell. We'll see you all tomorrow.
Championship 2 in a row. One in Bend, Oregon, in 2015. Now in Lake Placid. Will the table? Yep, up on our feet now. Here's some vice captain.
All right, 10 heat 2 and ready.
Riders ready. Attention.
Yeah, opening seat.
We're never gonna run and hide. If
If I get tired and say that I wanna change my mind, put me in a circle so I can change it one more time. Put me in a circle, circle, circle. Put me in a circle, circle, circle. It's never in the knowing, it's in the not giving in. And when the earth is slipping, tripping right underneath our feet, remember we're not finished, we're not finished. I don't know where I'm going, but I know where I've been. And it's never in the knowing, it's in the not giving in. And when the earth is slipping, tripping right underneath our feet, remember we're not finished, we're not finished. One more time, we're gonna get up this. We're never gonna run and hide. If I get tired and say that I wanna change my mind, put me in a circle so I can change it